What's going on, everybody? It's your man Raadius, and welcome back to another week of the Supreme Drop List. That is right, we are on week 5. Drop one of those bombs for that. Thank you guys for tuning in to another week of the Supreme Drop List. And as always, I appreciate your support. Now, with that said, just a few little updates. Number one, yes, I know I forgot to do the Supreme Drop List from last week. I totally bugged out. I woke up last Thursday morning, had a couple of DMs on IG. They were all saying, Raadius, where is the Supreme Drop List? And I was like, oh shit. I forgot the Supreme Drop List. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was pretty much a wrap. I didn't even have time to even shoot the video. But yeah, it was a missed opportunity, but it's all good. This isn't the first time I missed a week of a drop, but I am back for this week, and this week is a banger because of course we got the NorthFace drop. That is right. Drop one of those bombs for the NorthFace. This is gonna be a huge drop. I think this is the first NorthFace drop of the season, so definitely something to check out. Now, the second minor update, I have a new camera angle. So as you guys can see from your viewing pleasure, I have camera angle 1. And if you look over here to my left, I have camera angle 2. So saying what's up to all you guys on camera angle 2. So now you have another angle to see Raadius talk about the Supreme Drop List. So again, shout out to camera 1. What's up to camera 2? But let's get back to this week's drop. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the drop, we have the NorthFace drop, and it's a pretty big drop. The NorthFace drops are always important to Supreme. They're like hand in hand in this relationship. There's a drop for NorthFace, at least 2 to 3 every season, and this one, in my opinion, doesn't disappoint. I really put this one at maybe top 5 of the NorthFace drops, in my opinion. Obviously, yours is gonna be different, but with that said, let's go ahead and get into this week's drops. And people, if you look to my left, those are the drops that are happening this week. Of course, Supreme drops happen every Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. And of course, you can get your information about Supreme drops anywhere, any website, any Instagram, any TikTok, any YouTube. But personally, your boy prefers supremecommunity.com. Why? Well, of course, supremecommunity.com is always first to update when info drops, and that's very important. Next thing, they drop the prices. You can't buy Supreme products without knowing the prices, in my opinion. And of course, I make sure that if they drop the prices, I bring those to you guys. So with that said, those are the reasons why I mess with supremecommunity.com for all my Supreme updates. And of course, if you want to get your updates the day or 2 days before the Supreme drops, please check me out on YouTube. Now, with that said, let's get into this week's drop. All right, people, we are back, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this week's drop. It's not a big drop far as the complete size of the drop, but the biggest drop, of course, is the TNF drop. And the first thing we're gonna start with is not clothing. It's a bit of a more of an accessory type S. It keeps your lips chapped. So the first thing we have for this week's drop, we have the Supreme Times Chapstick. I'm not joking, Supreme Times Chapstick. This is a 3-pack, US only. Sorry, Europe and Japan. I guess Supreme thinks you guys' lips don't chap. But anyways though, this is gonna retail for only $8 and the flavor is cherry. Now, let's move on to the biggest drop for this week. This is the NorthFace drop. We're gonna start with the goggles. We have the Supreme Times NorthFace Smith Rescue goggles. These are gonna retail for $278. Now moving on to a tee, we have the Supreme Times NorthFace Sketch SS top. Retail on this one's gonna be $58, and I'm really liking the vibe of this shirt. It has a 90s throwback S to me. Now moving on to the most important thing about this Supreme Times NorthFace drop, it's the jackets. This isn't particularly a jacket, but it could be in that realm of it, in my opinion. We have the Supreme Times NorthFace Base Layer LS top. This is gonna set you back $98. And then moving on to the creme de la crop of it all, moving on to the jackets. We have the Supreme Times NorthFace Summit Series Rescue Mountain jacket. This thing is fire. It's gonna cost you $398. You know what I'm about to do. Drop one of those bombs on this jacket. This jacket is fire. I love these type of jackets. I still don't own any of the Supreme Times NorthFace collabs. It's gonna happen. This might be it too, but this is fire right here. Now moving on to another jacket, we have the Supreme Times NorthFace Summit Series Rescue Ball Toro jacket. This is gonna cost you $498. I guess this is the version of the puffer or the fill down, or maybe not. This is fire. Drop one of clues bombs for this. This is how dope this jacket is. Now moving on to an item that people are always looking for with these TNF drops, we have a backpack. This is the Supreme x NorthFace Summit Series Rescue True Gutch. I have no idea what True Gutch means. This is the backpack. This is dope, $168. Drop one of clues bombs for this one too. We're gonna drop bomb for all the NorthFace stuff, just FYI. This is dope. I love the NorthFace backpacks. If I do have one thing I hate about the Supreme backpacks, and it may not be particularly about this NorthFace one, is they tend to be small. Hopefully this is it, but I really am feeling this backpack. Now moving on to a pair of pants, we have the Supreme x NorthFace Summit Series Rescue Mountain Pants. This is gonna set you back $298. You know what it is. Drop one of clues bombs for this as well. This is fire. Again, TNF does not disappoint. And that's gonna wrap up the TNF drop for this week. Let's go ahead and get into the other drops from Supreme. All right, and we are back. Let's talk about the other drops happening for this week. So the next thing we have here is a Denim Crusher. This is the faded jacquard Denim Crusher. This is gonna cost you $58. Now moving on to the next item, we have the embroidered chinchilla hooded sweatshirt. Retail on this one is $168. This right here is giving me 90 vibes. I'm really feeling the handwritten script on top of the bold font on this hoodie. This is pretty dope. And moving on to the next item, we have the brush grid cardigan. This is gonna set you back $188. And then moving on to a camp cap, this is the coated Cordura camp cap. Retail on this one is $54. And now moving on to a denim trucker and denim pants. This is by Diodao Moriyama. I hope I'm saying that right. The denim trucker jacket is gonna cost you $268. Not really a fan of what's going on here, but I guess that's the style of this guy who is behind this jacket, of course. And then also we have the pants that's gonna set you back to the same price as well. Again, not a fan of either of these. Definitely a pass in my opinion. And moving on to a beanie, which is odd because it is hot as hell out here, but we do have the overprint beanie that's gonna cost you $40. Now moving on to an SS top, this is the Dash Snow SS top. I have no idea who Dash Snow is. I don't even know if that's the guy that's on the shirt, but whatever it is, it's a top. It's gonna set you back $98. Now moving on to the ATV 6-panel cap. This was supposed to drop 2 weeks ago, but for whatever reason, it didn't drop. It is dropping tomorrow, I hope. But anyways though, this is gonna drop tomorrow for $54. Now moving on to the very last item for this week's drop, we have the Dog Eat Dog hooded sweatshirt. Retail on this one is $158. And that's gonna wrap up this week's drop. Again, it's a pretty short drop, nothing really big besides TNF, but let's go ahead and get to my cop and resale of the week. And we are back. What's going on, people? Let's talk about the cop and the resale of the week. And this was a pretty easy one because there really isn't much dropping besides TNF. So in my opinion, I'm gonna have to give the cop and resale to the whole entire, that's right, the whole entire TNF drop gets my cop and resale of the week. Prices are various amongst the items between the pants, the jacket, and the backpack. There are a couple of things missing that I'm surprised, which is like a duffel bag, also missing the windbreaker and a fill down as well. That's usually part of the drops when you have these TNF drops by Supreme, but they're missing. Maybe they're coming later, who knows? But in my opinion though, as far as the cop and the resale of the week, it's gonna be the whole entire TNF drop. You can't really miss on any one of those. So again, if you're able to cop, go ahead and do it because these are all a bunch of bangers. And that, people, is the cop and resale of the week. That is it, people. We have come to the end of this week's drop. Thank you guys for all watching this video. I definitely appreciate it. Look, if you have not liked or subscribed, please go ahead and do that immediately. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is @Raadius, and that is with 2 A's. And that's that. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week on the Supreme Drop List. Until next time, peace.